as many of you know, if you know my story, I gave up on my SP and that's what made them come through. So if anybody can tell you from firsthand experience to give up on your fucking person, it's me. It worked. I'm married to my person, okay? It worked for me. So if you're feeling like you need to give up, give them up. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to the Roxy Talks Manifestation Podcast, your raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic source for all things manifestation related. I'm Roxy Lee, and for the last decade, I have been researching and developing my signature 360 method, which combines behavioral science, quantum physics, and the law of attraction to help you manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams. Visit RoxyTalks.com for more info. Now, let's get into it. I was manifesting for SP to come to my friend's wedding with me, and he didn't come. He didn't. Okay. All right. A few things. All right. I'm going to finish reading because I have a tendency to jump to conclusions, and I'm not going to do that right now. I was manifesting for SP to come to my friend's wedding with me, and he didn't come. I'm feeling really discouraged. I've never felt like giving up on him until now. Just wanted your advice. Okay. A few things. I never felt like giving up on him till now. Maybe it's time to give up on him. And this is where it gets murky because as many of you know, if you know my story, I gave up on my SP and that's what made them come through. So if anybody can tell you from firsthand experience to give up on your fucking person, it's me. It worked. I'm married to my person, okay? It worked for me. So if you're feeling like you need to give up, give them up. If you're feeling like it's time to go, it's time to go. Your intuition's screaming at you. You know, like when I finally let go of my old version of my relationship, it was the best thing that happened to my current relationship with the same person. I had to let go because who I was before I let go is not who I am now. Like that night that I let go, I became a different version of myself. I shifted. I became like this, do you know who I am? I literally became that as far as like I'll be on. As far as men go, I literally became that. Cuz I was just like, "You know what? I'm cool. Like I got a lot to offer. If I've been trying to force it down this person's throat this whole time and they don't want it, let me back. Why am I doing that? I could go out and have literally anybody that I pick." And I fucking believed that shit. I was 26. I was like, someone better fucking stop me because I'm coming after your man. But not really. But no, I've never been that kind of girl. But anyways, I just made this shift. I was like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find somebody, and I'm gonna find somebody great. They better watch out. And I did. It just happened to be the same person. And he shifted. I know I shifted. And I never went back to this feeling of like, can I have it? Can I have them? I know my strengths. I know what I'm good at. I know what are not my best things. Don't ask me to do those things because I'm not good at it. I'm not gonna like, it's like, I don't know how to explain this. Not everybody has strengths and I don't even want to call them weaknesses. Some people are good at fucking sports. Some people are good at cooking. Some people are good at math. Some people are good at science. Some people are good at skateboarding. Some people are good at knitting. Some people are good at singing. Some people are really great caretakers and nurturers. Some people are really inspirational to their partners. Some people really listen to their partners. Some people really make their partners feel loved or attractive or included. Some people make people feel at home. Everybody offers something. Everybody on here, you offer something that is unique that no one else can bring to the table. And there's also 7 billion other types of ways that you could be just whatever to pick some shit that you're not. And neither are every other 7 billion person on the planet. Nobody can do it all. Nobody has it all. Nobody can do every skill on the fucking planet. Do we care? Do we care if Beethoven can't fucking sink a basketball? I almost just said, do we care if Michael Jordan can't act? That was mean. I didn't mean, that was shady. I'm so sorry. But we don't. We watch fucking Space Jam anyways because it's Michael Jordan. Okay. So, like, so many of us are just so consumed with what we don't have. And that's the problem. You're consumed with what you don't have, and it's reflecting to your SP. They're like, nah, they ain't got it. They don't have it. And what is it? It's nothing. It is nothing. It's a concept. You know, when you talk about like the it girl, what is the it girl? That's the bitch that doesn't give a fuck and she just embodies who she is. That's why people like her. She's authentically herself. So it's not about having one thing or the other. It's about owning what you have and just being like, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Right? So finding a place where you realize what you bring to the table and why and how you are the prize, it gives you something. It's like what I'm seeing in my head. I'm seeing like people peddling their wares. I got fucking breads. I got jewels. I got silks. I have candles, right? Like, does the candle maker wish they were the silk farmer? I don't know how silk's made. Does the candle maker wish they were the soap maker? That's too close. The blacksmith? Or does the blacksmith smith the black and the fucking other guy does the other thing I just said? You just do the thing. You make the candles, right? You fucking mold the wax, bro. Like, that's your job. And we do it with pride. And I present to you my candles. And they're the best candles around. And when you're looking for candles, guess where you come? Over here. You're a really cool girl. You got a lot going on. Your SP lives far away from you, which that always lets me know that there's emotional separation that's your own manifestation to keep you safe, right? Of down in some level. Maybe you're tired of that, and maybe that's not enough for you anymore. And maybe you're breaking through something. And you know, when your manifestations don't come through, you have two options if you want to keep going, right? You can either say that it did come through, which is you didn't do that, well, from what I've seen, or you can reevaluate whether or not you actually still want to stay on the same path with this manifestation. And it sounds like that's where you're at, right? And so if you're reevaluating, good. That means you understand you deserve better because you do. You 100% deserve someone who's going to go to a fucking wedding with you. And if this person won't make the time for that, then you need to stop making the time for them, period. And this is girl talk, right? This is not maybe necessarily manifestation coach. So let me back up. Energy wise, you're discouraged. You're agreeing he didn't come. The story that he never shows up keeps playing out over and over, and you're feeding into it once again. So what I can say now is like, if you don't change this now, he's probably not going to come to the next thing because right now you're manifesting the next wave that's going to hit you. If you feel like it's time to drop this and stop putting so much energy into something that's not giving you a return on your value, then listen to your intuition because it's not wrong. If you have come in to do a super chat about your SP, it's been a long time. But you came in last week because you were discouraged because there was a wedding coming up and you knew his pattern and you knew he probably wasn't going to show up. What you know manifests, right? So that tells me a couple of things. You have not been on your practice all the way. If you were on your practice, you would not have come and done that. You would not have come to pay money to ask what to do about it. There's no way. So get back into your 360, get back to your meditation, on your shit, saying your affirmations, keeping your thoughts tight, awareness and discipline. And then the other thing is maybe it is time to energetically cut ties. And that, again, comes from someone who did that without any expectation, and it became the thing that brought my person through. And not just brought him through, but different, because he was not the same. I was done with who he was then. I was done with that version. I didn't know that I didn't know anything about manifesting. This is before The Secret. So I didn't even know, this is during my atheist times. I didn't believe in anything that I couldn't see with my eyes. So I was done with him. Like, he was playing games I was not a fan of anymore, and I was not gonna take it. I was a 26-year-old woman who had just realized that she was the shit, and she wasn't gonna fucking take it from someone who wasn't gonna give it anymore, or vice versa. I wasn't gonna give it to somebody who wasn't gonna, reciprocate. So I was, like, literally done. I was over. I still love we're, like, really good friends, and we live next door to each other, and we're in the same friend group. So, I wasn't done with him. I was still gonna have to see him every fucking day. That wasn't what I was done with. I was done with trying to make fetch happen, as Emily D. Baker says, right? Like, which I know if it's from Mean Girls, but I was done with trying to make this thing happen that I was forcing into submission. When I dropped that, I released all of it. I released who I used to be. I released who he used to be. I let him off the hook. I let myself off the hook. And I looked at the world like I was a kid in a candy store. Like I was going to go find me a man. I was. And I did. I did. I knew I was going to go out and find me my man that night. And I fucking did. I found my husband that night. And again, it just so happened to be the same guy I had been dating hours before, but a completely different version of him. And he's never been that old version, but neither have I been that old version. I don't I still know what I bring to the table. So, yeah, I would just say, like, really getting a clear understanding of what you're fucking offering here. You're exchanging energy. Do you even know how much you're expending versus how much you're fucking receiving? You are you're like investing in a really, really shitty stock, and you're just throwing all your fucking money into it, and it keeps just crashing. Like, it's just, and like the people from outside don't want to watch you do that. So who cares? They're love and support you either way. Sorry, outside perspective, who cares? I say drop it then. If you have it already there going on, trust yourself. Trust yourself and know that no matter what happens, you're going to be happy, you're going to be fulfilled, you're going to have the right person in your life that treats you the way you deserve.